Hi.
Okay, everyone ready?
Yes.
Woo! Woo!
Oh my god.
First impressions really show just what kind of a person someone is. From place to place, people have come to face they can judge someone just by the way they look. However, people have not come to face the fact that sometimes our outer shell isn't all it seems to be. That maybe looks are deceiving. Webster was the littlest frog in the pond. And he was fed up with being bossed about, fed up with playing on his own, fed up, in fact, with being the littlest frog. None of the other frogs would let Webster play games with them. Hop it, Titch, you're far too small to play in our games. And every day, Webster sat in his own and watched the other frogs play leapfrog on Looking Glass Pond. You don't have to be so big to jump. I can do that. At last, one bright moonlit night, Webster found the courage to ask the other frogs if he could play games with them. Please let me play with you. I can jump really high. The other frogs just laughed. But I can. I can jump over the moon. The other frogs laughed so hard, they nearly fell off their lily pads. Watch me. I'll prove it. 1, 2, 3. And he jumped over the moon's reflection of the pond. It was true. He can jump over the moon. We're sorry we didn't believe you, said the other frogs. Of course you can play with us. You may not be the biggest frog in the pond, but you certainly are the smartest. In some cases, the smallest tadpole can be the biggest person on the inside, like in Webster the Littlest Frog from 365 Stories and Rhymes. However, not everyone who seems trustworthy on the inside cut out to be just that. Just like in Chicken Little from Three Billy Goat's Gruff and other stories. Once upon a time, there was a tiny little chicken, and her name was Chicken Little. One day, Chicken Little was scratching in the garden where she shouldn't have been, and a bit of a rose leaf petal fell on her tail. Ah! Cried Chicken Little. The sky is falling! I was going to tell the king! And so she ran and ran and ran until she met up with Penny. Where are you going, Chicken Little? Ah, Penny, the sky is falling. I was going to tell the king. How do you know the sky is falling, Chicken Little? I saw it with my eyes. I heard it with my ears, and a bit of it fell on my tail. Okay, let's go tell the king. And so they ran and ran and ran until he met up with Ducky Doddles. Where are you going so fast, Chicken Little? Ah, Ducky Doddles, the sky is falling, and Henny Penny and I are going to go tell the king. How do you know the sky is falling, Chicken Little? I saw it with my eyes. I heard it with my ears, and a bit of it fell on my tail. Okay, I believe you. Let's go tell the king. And so they ran and ran and ran until they met up with Goosey Lucy. Where are you going so fast, Chicken Little? Ah, Goosey Lucy, the sky is falling. I was going to tell the king. How do you know the sky is falling, Chicken Little? I saw it with my eyes. I heard it in my ears, and a bit of it fell on my tail. Okay. And so they ran and ran and ran and ran and ran until they met up with Fox Locks. Where do you go so fast, Chicken Little? Ah, Fox Locks, the sky is falling. I was going to tell the king. And how do you know the sky is falling, Chicken Little? I saw it with my eyes. I heard it in my ears, and a bit of it fell on my tail. Do you know where the king lives? And they all thought about it, and they said no. But come with me, and I will show you. And so they all followed him to his den, and they never came out again. Well, I guess you can never trust someone just by the way they look.
Did he
This
eat
comes
them?
to prove that you should never judge a book by its cover, and always believe that looks can be deceiving.
I don't judge.
A great example is from an excerpt from Journey Out of Nowhere by Nancy Carver Smith, which tells of a woman who finally comes out of her shell to show that she is sick inside, and not the happy person everyone thought she was. My records read depressive. My depressive reactions included blue feelings, lack of decision, and loss of of appetite, and inadequate to face life. During the mania, I talked excessively and moved about in a great deal. I was usually happy, but then I was sad on the inside. Because, as is a characteristic of most mental patients, I was clever at masking my true feelings. My breakdown was an immediate shock to my family. Without preparation, they were thrown into a frightening and strange situation. And unlike many physical ailments, the doctor did not sit down, describe the condition, and suggest treatment. The breakdown occurred seemingly in an instant. Some refused to accept the diagnosis. Some hide the patient. Some abandon the patient. I concluded that the immediate reaction of the majority of people was to hide the problem rather than face it. On the surface, it seemed like the easiest solution. We won't tell the story. We'll tell the story to tell the children. We won't tell the neighbors. Soon the situation is tangled in a web of lies. By the time the patient does return home, the circumstances have been so complicated that he literally does have to be hidden away for a long period of time. What we were not prepared for were people who did not accept my diagnosis, the people who did not want to believe that I am sick. I just came to hate the words, "There's nothing wrong with you, you're just fine." Smothered by depression, I wanted to shake the people and say to them, "Why won't you let me be sick?" People recovering from a gallbladder operation, a heart attack, a broken leg, are given the right to condolence. We do not argue with them that the ailment is imaginary. Just because my scar does not show does not mean I have no actual complaints. It was not a figment of my imagination. I recently heard a man ask a psychiatrist, "Why do depressive people keep pretending they're too tired to work? Why don't they just admit they're lazy?" Constantly, I had to contend with people's accusations that I was faking my illness. People did not know how to react to me, so they excluded the entire family. I have robbed my family of fitting comfortably into a group. After 2 years, we knew that the majority of our old friends were never going to consider me normal. The walls of embarrassment and hesitation did not decrease. These people, though they know my history, are relaxed and treat me as a competent individual. It is a sad fact that people who are unable to accept mental illness as an illness also cannot accept that it is curable. People were not consistent. They argued that my sickness is imaginary, but they treated me as though I'll never be responsible again. Thank you.